Good afternoon. This is Angie at Chicken Scratch, and today is January 10th, 2023. Sorry, I had to think about that for a second. So let me know if you can hear me. I have several windows open, so I'm looking a little confused. Sorry about that. Okay, you can hear me. Awesome. Thank you. So Joanne and Jean, Carol, and y'all can hear me okay, right? Oops, goodness. Okay, there, I can see it now. Awesome, thank you. Okay, so I'm going to share the video really quick, so give me just a second to hop over to the other platform and let them know we are live. Let's see, where am I going? Here we go. We are live. Oh my gosh, the screenshot of that is horrendous. The little thumbnail is like I've got one eye open and oh my gosh. Oh well, it is what it is. I've seen other people making way worse faces. Oh, I look like I'm a drunk in that picture. That is too funny. Okay, so let me get back to y'all. I'm going to pop the chat box out and I'm going to click on live chat. And then I'm going to close this YouTube screen so that I can see all of your comments. Awesome. Okay. There y'all all are. Perfect. So let me open up the other, my desk. Oh, hold on. There we go. Okay, so we don't really have any housekeeping notes tonight. We'll do a few announcements in the middle. How is the lighting? It looks a little less bright today, doesn't it? Whoops. How's that? Is that better? I think that's better. So the reason that I have the Day at the Farm paper chart here is because that's the paper we're using. So I've talked to several customers over the course of the last week since celebration started, and some have said they didn't like this paper, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to change your mind, because I call the A side the side that is like, I don't know. Y'all know what I'm saying? I always call the other side the B side, this side the A side, and I always end up using like the B side. So tonight we're using the B side of Day at the Farm paper. This paper is free with a minimum order. Hi, Kathy. Yeah, so we're using two celebration items, Day at the Farm, and I'm going to use Adorable Owls again. And I know some of you may already be sick of it. I think I've only shown you like 2 projects though, right? Yeah, and we only have 2 months, so I have to make sure that I convince you really quickly. Oh, thank you for sharing my video. I appreciate it, Sonia. Yeah, so the 2 celebration items we're using tonight is Day at the Farm and Adorable Owls. And I think you're going to really love the project that we're making tonight. Okay, so I'm going to get that out of the way. You want to see it real quick? Look how cute this is. I just love it. Let's see. I'm going to move y'all's. Oh, thank y'all for the thumbs up too. Okay, so let me show you how it opens. It has a belly band. So this slides up and then this opens up like that. Okay, so right here is where you could add another circle, or you could add a little rectangle here. You could even sign it right here if you want. This could also be like a little mini scrapbook. You'd have to cut all your pictures vertically, but wouldn't that be cute? Like a little scrapbook? Okay, so I'm going to show you how easy this is to go back on. And if you're not a fan of the owl and you would rather put a flower here, well, you can. Anything that will fit in this circle will look adorable on here. Well, not that adorable, but cute. Okay, so let me show you the supplies and let me put the measurements on the screen, I think. Where are all of my windows? There they are. Okay, so here's the measurements for you. And I do have the PDF ready. So the PDF, the printable, the blog post will be ready probably about 30 or 45 minutes after I sign off. I just got to go and add the link to the blog post and the link to the video. Yeah, so I have it all done except for those links. Okay, I'm going to take the measurements off the screen, and then I'm going to pull out all these supplies. So it is quite a few pieces of paper. I think I counted 11. Maybe more. I don't know. Okay, I got to put my glasses on. Okay, you like the card. Yay. Awesome. I love the owls. I know not everyone's into animals, so that's why I'm saying if you don't like an animal, put a flower in the middle of there or whatever floats your boat, right? Like you could put a boat. No. Motorcycle. Anything would look good in there, right? Okay, enough about that. So all of these, this is what we're going to stamp on because it's got the little slant cut there, angle cut. And we're going to emboss this layer with the timber, where is it? Here it is, the timber embossing folder. So I'm going to go ahead and slide that in there and we'll run that through in a couple minutes. Okay, so there's that. This is the base of our card. And then this piece is going to actually do that fold. Okay. So let's go ahead and stamp. I don't know why I put my keyboard over there on the left. I never do that. Memento ink. And here's the owl. Now the greeting comes from the conversation bubbles. So we're using this bundle as well. We're using hello. You can use any greeting that you like. You could even use the greetings that's in the adorable owls. But I know some people prefer different greetings. Hoot, hoot, you're so cute. I could say that to Olivia, but I couldn't say it to just anybody, right? So this is a really great greeting set. And it has the coordinating die, which makes it even better. Okay, so I'm going to stamp the owl. Thank you. Okay. And then the greeting. So we're only using 2 dies tonight. Let me grab that sheet. Stylish shapes for the circle. This is 2 5/8. And then this die right here cuts out the hello. So it might be a little misleading because when you're looking at the dies, let me grab those. You might not think that there's one in there that fits the hello. So this one is the one that cuts it out. So it cuts out the center part, and then it also cuts out this larger part. Yeah. So we're going to color now. I'm using several blends. I'll tell you the colors in just a second. Just got to get all of them out of my container. So crumb cake, light and dark, pool party, wait, crumb cake, pool party, pumpkin pie, cherry cobbler, and petal pink. So I'm using the light on all of these except for the crumb cake. I'm using both the crumb cake and the, hi Tracy. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so Tracy just joined my team, so I had to do a shout out to her. Hope that's okay. I'm going to start with the light crumb cake. So yeah, if you're thinking about joining as a demonstrator, now is the perfect time. I know I say that every time, right? But really, because you get $175 in product of your choice for either $99, or if you want the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, it's, what is it, $129? Oh, Kathy says that the piggy would also look really good. You're right. The piggy would look good. For sure. Okay, I think I'm done with the light crumb cake. I like the sound of coloring. Do y'all? Or does it bother you? Now I'm using the dark crumb cake. So, Diana, my friend and I, we have started cutting for Card Club. It's going well. We've got all the crumb cake cut. We've got all the white cut. And we have half of the die cutting done. Yeah, we're on track. We're doing good. Now the paper shares is kind of turning into a nightmare. If you guys purchase the paper shares, man, I am like hoping and a praying. I placed the order really early on Friday, not Friday, on the 5th, when the catalog went live. And I think they finally shipped today. Yeah, I'm getting nervous. Real nervous. Look how cute. They do have a little bit of a smell, yeah. Not overpowering though, just a little bit. I think. I don't know. What do y'all think? So this is the pool party. Done with that. I'm using the petal pink just for the inside of his ears. We have owls that sit right back here in the tree line behind our house, and they go on and on and on and on. It's a thing. I don't know what to say. It's just amazing. Of course, we also have bobcats back there, coyote, and deer. I took Bella out this morning, and she usually stays right close to the patio. And she darted and went running towards the garden. Some critter in the middle of the night had been messing around our garden area, and she had to go run and sniff. I had to call David to I had to call David to come get her because I had my pajamas on. I could not go outside running in the yard with my PJs. I mean, I could, but don't want to do that. Okay, look how cute. I just love it. And I am fussy cutting it, but if you don't want to, you don't have to, because look, he will fit in this circle. I'm just popping it up because I like the dimension of it, but you don't have to, okay? So I'm just going to trim this because I do better fussy cutting when it's really small. Yeah. Okay. Let's start up here by his ears. I'm going to blink a couple times. Whew. I got too close. That's okay. It's going on top of white. So that's the beauty of this, is that when you're fussy cutting and you add it to a white layer, it's not as noticeable when you mess up or when it don't look so hot. Yeah. If you're adding it to another color, you kind of want to make it look as best you can. But when you're adding it on top of white, it's okay if you mess up. So who watched 1923 Sunday night? You should have heard me. When it came on that it wasn't going to be back until February 5th, I was like, February 5th? What are they doing to us? We are already hooked. What? Yeah. Did y'all see that it's not coming back on until February 5th? Grr. Okay. So there's that. Now we want to die cut this. So I'm going to get out the I'm going to get my embossing and die cutting machine. And I don't want to mess anything up, so let me move all this over. Does the farm DSP have a lot of cherry cobbler? So here's the paper chart that I have. So we have cherry cobbler on these two pieces, a little bit on the flip side with the animals, and then this has a combination of colors. Yeah. So we're using the chicken wire and the plaid tonight. That was a great question. Carrie says she watched it and she felt the same way. Yeah, I was like, grr. When Spencer got the letter, I was like, I want to know right now what's happening. Okay, so we are using a standard. Is this a standard or is it a 3D? I think it's a 3D. I should start writing 3D on there, shouldn't I? Is this the one that goes? Yeah. I am so sorry for you guys that's having all the rain. That is just crazy. Crazy, crazy. Hi, Lori. Okay, I got it out. So there's this layer. And then now we're going to use, let's see, let me change out the plates. We need to cut out the little hello. So I'm done with the number 4. I'm done with the embossing folder. Where's my die? Oh, here it is. I was going to say, no, I've lost it. I cleaned up for an hour in here today. I'm like, I cannot be a hot mess tonight. Except my hair is a hot mess, right? When I'm working on paper shares and card club and all that stuff, uh-oh, it shifted. I think it's going to be a little crooked. Let's see. So remember how I told you that it cuts the outline and it cuts the hello? So you can save this piece for another project. And it's not too bad. It's a little crooked, but I'm okay with that. Okay, I'm going to put my die back so I don't lose it. Put my take your pick tool back in the chick stand, and then we'll move this out of the way. Sue says she's only seen the first episode. You're going to really like it. I honestly like it better than 1883. Yeah. Okay, I'm getting my Simply Scored scoring tool, and we're going to take this really long piece here. It actually measures, let me put the measurements back on the screen for just a second. So it measures 4 1/4 by 11, and we're going to score it on all these measurements, or all these. I can't talk. Okay, 11-inch side. I'm going to score it at 3 inches, 5.5 inches, 7.5 inches, and 9. And now I'm going to take that off the screen. We're going to fold on the score lines and burnish with our bone folder. Wait, I just got my bone folder out a couple minutes ago. Maybe I didn't. Okay. I got to put y'all's comments back up here so I can see you. That makes me so happy. Cynthia said that the owls are her favorite. Oh, I have a little slight announcement to make that I don't want to make, but I have to make. Last week I told y'all that my website would accept PayPal payments for Card Club. We've run into a snag. I'm going to have to call them. Something's going on. It's not working. So if you want to join Card Club for February, we're working on it. Yeah. Is 1883 still being made? You know what? I've heard mixed messages. Someone said there's going to be a season 2. Others have said there's not going to be a season 2. So I don't know. The source that I got it from, I'm not sure that they're reliable. Yeah, not everything you read online is the truth anymore. Yeah, so I don't know. Does anybody know for sure? Okay, now, this is the base of our card. Like I told you, that measures 5.5 by 4.25. The next layer measures 5.25 by 4, and we're just going to glue that right on top of there. Hi, Catherine. Yeah, you guys should see our basement. David said, I don't know if it was last night or this morning, he's like, we're going to have to get some blinds because the basement looks like a warehouse. Like stuff is everywhere, because we already started labeling the envelopes. Even though the paper share is not here, we're already labeling all the envelopes. So all the 6x6 bags are ready, and Diana's working on the 6x12. Okay, so there's that. And then we're going to glue this piece to the cherry cobbler piece. Okay, so I'm going to turn it over. And you can use your favorite adhesive. You don't have to use liquid glue. I use the glue because you can slide it into place if you don't put it exactly where you want it. And as you can see, that is really crooked. There we go. So I slid it into place. And now I'm just going to flip it over. So Dolores, yes, I do have the family tree, and it does show that Spencer does not have a wife on the family tree. But if you looked at the family tree that I sent you, I can't remember if it showed. Did it show that John was going to die in 1923? I don't think it did. I don't know. We'll have to talk about that later. Yeah, I had an issue with the nuns too. But if you watch Sunday, anyway, I'm not saying nothing else. I don't want to spoil it for somebody. They'll get mad at me. Okay, so now we're going to attach the designer series paper. So this one's going to go on the front. There's a farm across the road from us, and I can hear their dog barking. They have left it outside. It's a big horse farm, and I can hear their dog barking. Y'all can't hear it, but I can hear it. I want to go rescue him, or it, or she. Yeah. Poor thing. Although I did live on a farm, so I do know that some dogs are just barking for the bark's sake. There's nothing really wrong. They just bark. They probably saw a rabbit and can't get it. I guess a coyote got 2 dogs in the neighborhood, I think on Sunday. It's so sad. Ooh, I hate it. Okay, now this one. We're talking about 1923. Yeah, 1923. Yeah, and I like Spencer. I know like online now he's the most favorite Dutton. And Casey's my most favorite on Yellowstone. But man, Spencer he's right there behind him. I know a lot of people like Rip. Not that I don't like Rip. I don't know. Sometimes I can't get past the rough stuff. The killings. Basically. Okay. I know we're here to talk about stamps, but I have talked about stamps for 20 years. I have to talk about other things too. Okay. So again, if you've just happened upon us, this is the Day at the Farm Designer Series paper. It is free. It's in our celebration catalog. So if you didn't like the A side, this is the B side. I love Designer Series paper. I know that not everyone does, but I do. So now this layer is going to get added. Let me think about this. Yeah, it's going to get added right in the middle, just like that. I do love Rip, and I especially like his voice, but I still like Casey better. I'm a Casey person. And like I said, now Spencer. Although that mustache needs to get trimmed just a smidge. Oh, goodness, it's a little thick, right? That's not exactly centered. I need it to come over just a smidge, but I'm afraid I might rip my card, so can I move it? Oh, I can. Okay. That's what I get for talking about a mustache. Okay, I'm going to turn that over and hold it for just a second. Tammy, I do have a suggestion. I love the Stampin' Seal. The only reason I'm not using it is because I need to be able to wiggle and slide my stuff into place because I don't always put it down. So let me show you a fix really quick. Lane swerve, everybody. So for all you need is the silicone craft sheet. Let me get a piece of paper and show you. I got a whole tub of paper here. Let's see. Let's use my wrinkled up. So I'm just going to place this here. Don't press too hard. Just, yeah. So just like that. And then, see? I'll do another piece. So place it on the Stampin' mat, or the silicone craft sheet, I mean, and press. Not too hard, and it just works perfectly. Yeah, I mean, all you need is the silicone craft sheet. I think it's like $6, and I use this on all the thank you cards for Brooke. I helped her make her not Thanksgiving, her Christmas thank you cards for all the kids that got her gifts. Okay, what did I miss? So someone was asking about the paper shares. Yeah, remind me and I'll grab that stack of them behind me. They're all back there. Yeah. Okay, so now we need to add the belly band. But we're going to stop for just a second and do some housekeeping notes. So I'm going to show y'all the YouTube Chick Candy now. So slide that over. So over on my website, currently, right this moment, we have my blog Chick Candy. And the way that you enter to win is you leave a comment on that blog post and you get 1 entry for every $25 you order. So the lady that won the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, everybody that ordered a lot, you got a lot of entries, but I can't remember the winner. Who was the winner? She's already got it. It's already been ordered and it's on her way to her house right this minute. I can't remember. It'll come to me in a second. I want to think of it, but I just, anyway, so Stamparatus and this drawstring bag that I made a few weeks ago when I went to the lake house. So this is the cute fabric that I used, and here's the inside. So all the details are on my website for my blog Chick Candy. Now for my YouTube Chick Candy, let me show you the winners from last week. They've already, that's not it. That's the blog one. So here's the blog one right here. Yeah. And then last week's winners are right here. So I've mailed Rayleigh's, and Lynn, yours is going in the mail tomorrow. Randy, I don't think I've heard from you. So if you're watching this video, I need you to fill out that form so I can get your address. Okay. So tonight's YouTube Chick Candy is, maybe I don't have a picture of it. I don't think I do, but here we go. So the first one is going to be this drawstring bag. What do you think about these bumblebees? Isn't this beautiful fabric? Oh, so if you're into bumblebees, and then I just have a chick stand inside there, okay? So you're going to leave a comment on this video as soon as it ends, not the chat box. The chat box is live, and I can't pull winners from the chat box. So as soon as the video's over, right on YouTube, on this video, leave a comment. So this is gift number 1. Gift number 2 is this Good Things cards and envelopes. And then gift number 3 is this Warm Welcome stamp set. I use Comment Picker to draw the winners. So just leave a comment and I'll use Comment Picker on Thursday morning to draw the winner. So those are our 3 YouTube Chick Candies. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask us. You guys are pretty good about and helping me out with the questions, so I appreciate that. Thank you. I love the fabric too. When I post this on my blog, I'll have to look for the fabric. In fact, yes, I have the tutorial over on my website. I have a video on how to make these, but I cannot remember the name of the fabric. So if you want to shoot me an email, I'd be happy to just give you the name of it. Okay. Where do I find my fabric? I have like 5 shops online. If you will send me an email at my help desk email, I will give you that list. You know what? I actually probably, let's see. I'd better not, because it will disrupt my video. I was going to say I was going to try to get it for you. So here's the belly band, and I'm going to fold it over slightly, okay? And then I'm going to use my bone folder to make that edge crisp, okay? And then I'm going to fold this one over like that and take it off again, and I'm just going to burnish that edge to make it nice and crisp. I don't know why my nose starts to run every time I go live. I think it's because I'm talking, right? Okay, so let's put this back on here like that. So what we're going to do is make sure you don't seal it too tight, because you want to be able to slide this belly band off, okay? So I'm going to use, well, look, let's just go ahead and use the Stampin' Seal Plus. Did I put it back in here? Well, this time I'm using the strong one. The Plus, Stampin' Seal Plus, not the Stampin' Seal. They both work. Whoops. They both work with the silicone craft sheet. Okay, so there's that. Now we're going to take the ribbon. What do I use for the drawstring? I use twill tape, and I get it on Amazon, and I buy it in bulk. Yeah, it's not too expensive. I mean, it's not cheap, but it's not too expensive. Yeah. You do need a sewing machine, yeah. I don't, I don't, I'm trying to think if you're a really good hand sewer. I don't know, is that even a term? Yeah. Is that a term? I don't know. Okay, I'm thinking, how do I tie this? I always say I can't tie a bow and talk at the same time. I'm laughing because it's like, how did I do that? The reason I'm contemplating is the word, is because you want to make sure that this card will fit in an envelope. So if the ribbon is going like in the wrong direction, then it's kind of hard to fit it in an envelope. Does that make sense? Ruh-roh. Okay. I think I needed a little bit more ribbon. I hate to waste it because I don't think I ordered any extra. I ordered just enough for Card Club. And I've still got to film the videos. Yeah. Okay, that's good. That took a while. And then slide it over. And then get my ribbon scissors. Okay, I'm done with ribbon. I'm probably going to fiddle with it a little bit more, trim the edges. Yeah. There we go. Now to add your circle, what we're actually going to do is attach this to the crumb cake, not to the card, because then you wouldn't be able to open it. So I'm going to put my dimensionals right here on the crumb cake cardstock. Thanks, Lori. I love fabric the way I love designer series paper. I love shopping for both of them too. Yeah. Okay, I'm just going to peel the backing off and then just add this stitch circle. Kind of, well, I think that looks good. Yeah, and then a dimensional on here, and then a dimensional on here. And then we've got our embellishments, which I absolutely love these embellishments. I think it's because of the colors. So Mr. Owl goes there. And then the greeting up here. So cute, right? And then now we'll just add our embellishments. So I'm using the small ones. So in the packet you get these medium-sized ones and these smaller ones. So we're using the small ones. Okay, so let me move everything out of the way. And we're going to do a little test here, and we're going to open up the one that I just made just to test to make sure that everything's working. So again, the belly band slides up, and then here's your card. Looks like I got a little piece of glue somewhere right there. Yeah, be careful with your glue because then your card won't open. I'm going to get my adhesive remover and make sure that I got all of that glue. Yep, I did. Okay, perfect. Okay, so it slides back on just like that. Okay. Thank you. I just love it. So it's completely different from the style that I made, what, last week or the week before. So like this is the Valentine card that I made. I don't know, when was that? Was that last week or the week before? You love it? But so this is more of a masculine, right? So I just love it so much. Yep, it would make a perfect mini album. So you've got lots of spots that you could add photos. You could put one here. You could do a little saying there, a photo here, a photo there. And you've still got the back sides too. So lots of options. So we are not doing instant prizes tonight. I clearly can't count very well, so I've gotten several emails about my miscounting. So I'm going to try to figure out some other type of method because my counting has not been accurate. So when something goes from a positive to a negative, I have to try to look for some way to fix it. And I was thinking that maybe I would just draw the first name every time, but I don't know. I'm going to think about it. Teresa says, what color is the stripe pink in the cherry cobbler strip? Wait, where? What are you waiting on? I mean, okay, I'm reading Chris's comment about she's waiting on her owl set, and I'm talking to Teresa. Sorry, that just goes to show I'm doing two things at once. So, what's the stripe pink in the cherry? Do you mean this stripe right here? I think it's just it's the same color, just opacity. It's muted. Is that the right word? Do you know what I'm saying? I don't think it's pink. I think it's just muted. Is that what you would call it? I don't know what the word is. Okay, so I'm going to look back for, oh, it looks pink. You know, does it? If I hold it up real close, does it look pink? It's not technically a pink. Yeah. It's just, I would say it's probably white. I don't know. It could be pink. Yeah. So I don't know. What do y'all think? I know there's a bunch of demonstrators on here. So, what is that pink? I really don't think it is. I think it's just white. Yeah. I don't know. Okay. So I'm going to look back. So Deb says the prize numbers are never going to be the same on everyone's screen. You know, I've tried to find that in writing, Deb. Do you know if it's in writing somewhere that the admin sees the numbers in a different order? Because I haven't found it in writing. So if you find it, let me know. Yeah. Yeah, there is a serious lag too. So that's why to enter to win the YouTube Chick Candy, you leave a comment after the video. And that is very simple and straightforward. I use Comment Picker. It picks it for me. There's no manipulation or mess up on counting. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it's pink. I think it's white, and it's just it's like a dull white. Yeah. So Deb says, no, it has to do more with internet speed. Where do you go for Card Club? It is on my blog. Let me show you where you can go. The January deadline has passed. So if you wanted to sign up for February, so like this is this is my blog. And if you click on select page and then scroll down to under the Chick Shop, it says Card Club, and you click on Card Club. A Pokemon egg is about to hatch. And so there it is right there. We are having a problem with PayPal accepting the payment right now. So I'm so sorry. Right now it's only available for credit card, but we are working on the PayPal option. I'm going to have to call PayPal. So that might take a day or a week. I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know why it's not working. I've got a whole long description, but this is new paper. Yes, it's Day at the Farm. It's in the Celebration catalog, and we used this one and this one. So I call those the B side of the paper. I love it. Joanne, she probably has a different program that she's using to film live. I cannot use Comment Picker with the chat box with the software I'm using. Like the software that I'm using, that I have my face in the corner and you're watching my desk. There's like 5 or 6, maybe 100. There's a lot of different softwares that people use. I use Ecamm. I love it. I finally figured it out. But the only thing is I can't draw. I can't use Comment Picker on a chat box. And I've Googled that 100 times. Like, I don't know how other softwares do it, but I've Googled Comment Picker with Ecamm, with YouTube. It doesn't work. So they must be using like Switcher Studio and that software is like $1,000 a year. So it's really expensive. So I like Ecamm. It works really well for me, and there's lots of great videos on how to use it. So yeah, I wish I could do it, but I can't. And I'm not going to spend $800 to do it. Okay, so I'm going to keep scrolling back and see. Did y'all want to see the so Nancy says you used to have a greeting index on your blog. Do you have it anymore? What's a greeting index? I don't remember. I'm not sure what that is. I was going to get the designer series paper shares. I think someone asked a question. If you're still there, if you're still here, not there, let me know and I'll show you these papers. I think someone was asking about them, and it's just a great way to get a sample of all the paper in the new catalog. And it's just, it's fabulous paper, right? Yeah. I love them. I love doing them. I love it all. What can I say? Nancy, I'm not sure about the greeting index. I don't know if I have or not. Okay, so before I sign off, I just want to say, if I missed your question, if you're still here and I missed your question, just shoot me an email. I'm always available. This is my full-time job, and I'm going to use the chat box here. Let's see if I can use it. Can I use it? helpdesk@chickenscratch.com is my email. Boom. There you go. Yeah. Hey, look at that. Hi, Rob. How are you doing? I haven't seen you in a long time. I'm happy to see you're still stamping. Okay, so I'm going to scroll back again. The paper shares are not available, but I will say this. If I get enough people interested, I will do another round in February. I can't do it in January because of our vacation, and I have to get the ones I've currently ordered out of my house and done, and they haven't even arrived yet. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to do another round. Yeah, in February. So, Rob, do you want me to contact you? Hi, Becky. Yes, I have the little squares done. Yes, the paper charts are over on my blog. I need to actually do a blog post, don't I? Yeah, I'll do a blog post about the designer series paper charts. Yeah. I haven't done that, right? I've shown y'all in a couple of videos, but I haven't actually done just a blog post. I tend to combine a lot of subjects into one blog post. Okay, I'm going to scroll back a little bit more. Let's see. Okay, I think I answered. I'm scrolling and scrolling. I think I've scrolled back as far as I can go now. So if you have stayed until the very end of the video, thank you so much. Don't forget to leave a comment on this video on YouTube to enter to win my YouTube Chick Candy. I'll announce the winner on Thursday. Almost everybody's claimed those, so that's been working really well. Yeah, really, really well. So my next live video will be next Tuesday, same time, same place. And I will be missing one Tuesday. So I go live every Tuesday. That's my standard YouTube live video. But I will be missing January 24th. So mark your calendar that the 24th I will not be here. I'm going to do almost everything I can to have a video for you that's pre-recorded that day. So it won't be live, but it will be a video, and I'll try to make sure it goes out on Tuesday, so that I know y'all are used to Tuesdays, right? Okay, any last minute questions before I sign off? You're very welcome. Okay, well, thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you've not already. Okay, see y'all later. Thank you.